I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. What about another requested review is for Shed from 2019. This is requested by Lucas. Thank you so much for that. If anyone's interested in requesting pretty much any other type of stuff, you could either send the request directly to my PayPal or join on my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is a film I've never even heard of, and it could have been interesting. Because the way he starts off is Frank Whaley, who I recognize. He was in Pulp Fiction, he was in Field of Dreams, he was in this film called Swimming with Sharks. Frank Whaley, he had a bit role in Broken Arrow. He's a hunter. This Nosferatu almost looks like that type of vampire is stalking him, bites him, gets killed by the sunlight. Frank Whaley runs and hides out in the shed, hence the title. And then it goes into, what would you do if a vampire was on your shed? In your shed, on your shed, yeah, he's on top of the shed taking a shit. If he was in the shed, you live on a farm, almost the middle of nowhere, what would you do? Could be interesting. Perhaps if it was done in the vein of The Gate, dealing with kids and they don't know what to do, but here it's not a badly filmed flick. It has decent cinematography, has some pretty good camera work, slow push-ins to the shed to be ominous, but there's a lot of mistakes it does. The acting is serviceable. Not great, but serviceable. At times it feels like it wants to be Fright Night, or maybe even a better version of the Fright Night remake. Does you have a guy and his pretty girl and his buddy, and him and his buddy don't get along the best? There's a lot of things this thing does that I go, why? Number one, this film has a shitload of dream sequences. This has more dream sequences than Elm Street movies. There's so many fake out dream scenes in this, or a dream within a dream, that even Wes Craven would be like, hold the phone, pal, calm the fuck down. You think Deadly Friend and these others have enough fucking fake dream scenes? This has it, and then some. Way, way overblown on the dream scenes. The first one, he has his dream. He's with his parents, then one looks like they have cancer, the other puts a gun in his mouth, and I'm like, is that what happened to his parents? I guess. This teen lives with his grandfather. His grandfather's a piece of shit, a very over-the-top type of piece of shit, to the point, stay the hell out of my beer. He's so evil, it's almost laughable, like, asshole and movie asshole. He's just so villainous, he's so evil as his grandfather. I think the movie tried to do some references, like Sleepaway Camp, because there's the teen and his buddy deals with bullies. And one goes, eat shit and die, orphan, and the other goes, eat shit and live, asshole. There's not many movies where you go, eat shit and die, eat shit and live, unless Sleepaway Camp. So I'm guessing that was a reference to that. At one point, the guy has headphones, and I swear to God, I thought he was listening to the song Dream Warriors. Like, if you took the song, but you had no lyrics, it might be a different music, but it sounded like it was going to be Dream Warriors. Except, again, no lyrics. But I'm probably wrong on that. But that's what it almost sounded like. And so one day, this teen thinks a fucking crackhead is in the shed. Okay, but he goes, I'll let my dog on you. I'm like, you fucking idiot. Okay, let's say he was a crackhead. Are you really going to let your fucking dog go in there? And then the dog gets killed. I'm like, even if he is a crackhead, the crackhead could have killed your fucking dog because he's a fucking crackhead. Instead of calling a cop, calling the police, calling your grandfather who has a fucking shotgun on the wall, no, you sick your dog, and of course you get your dog killed because you're a fucking dumbass. So of course the dog dies and its head gets thrown out of the shed. Then also he does get his grandpa, and his grandpa comes out. Even though later on it shows that there's a fucking shotgun on the wall, the grandpa comes out with like this little stick. If I think a crackhead just killed my dog and the fucking head been ripped off, I'm not going to go there with a fucking stick. Why not the shotgun you have over there? Nope. Because. So the grandpa gets pulled in, he gets attacked. And as I said, there's some decent direction with the camera. That doesn't save it. You think, well, is he going to call the cops? No. Just see, he's on probation. There's a probation report. I'm like, so what? You call and you say, hey, some weird crackhead is in my shed, and I think my grandpa's in trouble. You know what happened? The cops would be like, okay, you're on probation, but, oh shit. Let's check the shed, open it, boom, end of movie. But no, this is a movie that only keeps going because the characters are too stupid. If the characters weren't as fucking stupid, the movie would be short. But because the characters are so fucking dumb, then the movie's like 80, 90 minutes long. So no, because there's a probation report, he doesn't call the cops. Doesn't call anybody. He just goes to school, dealing with his buddy, or this girl who for some reason likes him. His buddy telling him stupid dialogue like, you look like shit. Or if shit took a shit. How about eat shit? Fucking dumbass. Also, there's so many things that do not make sense. Okay, if this thing is trapped, because it's a vampire, at nighttime, why doesn't the vampire just leave? Well, they boarded the front. It showed that the vampire could just punch a hole through the door, which is made of wood. If he could punch through a door and it's made of wood, why does he punch through the side that are also made of wood, or the back that's also made of wood, the same fucking wood as the fucking door? It's not like the rest of the shed is metal or steel. It's wood. If it could punch through the door, why doesn't it kick through any of this other stuff? It's a vampire. It's got a little bit of superhuman strength. I think it could kick a hole through fucking wood. Doesn't do it because there'd be no movie. Okay, if it's trapped in there, why don't you just burn the fucking shed? Which they do at the end. That's what's crazy. Just an offhand, they burn the fucking shed up. I'm like, why didn't you do that in the first place? Why didn't you do that in the first place? Why didn't you just go fuck it, burn the shed up? They do it at the end. Nope. So the vampire stays in the shed instead of going any fuck well else. It should be able to escape, just punch a hole through the other fucking sides that are also made of wood, but it doesn't, because apparently it makes it trapped. I guess. just burn the fucking shed. No, they don't do it until after they killed the villain, and then decide, let's just burn the shed. Just because. And goddamn, this movie just countless faked out dream scenes. You took all Wes Craven's films put together, there wouldn't be enough dream scenes as there is in this fucking film. And yes, there is a dream within a dream scene. And then the teen's like, this ends today. Then burn the fucking thing down. So his buddy finds out, and he's like, we could use this to our advantage. People we don't like, bullies, we could take them here. Our pet monster. The lead says, you're full of shit and you're dumb. And he is. The sheriff thinks something's going on, goes to his shed. She gets killed. The deputy we saw earlier that tried to give the teen, like in the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, this deputy tries to give the lead teen a hard time. You would think he would have popped up again since the sheriff is missing and the last place the sheriff went to was here. Does that deputy ever come into play? Oh, it must be because he had a little friction with the lead. Maybe there's going to be a lead up, a follow through, a follow up of that. No follow up to that. Deputy just disappeared. Never showed up again. The buddy leads this bully into the shed. Bully gets killed. Lead gets pissed. Fights his buddy. Buddy knocks him out. Next thing you know, the buddy wakes up. The pretty girl's there. And apparently his buddy went into the shed and I guess purposely got himself turned into a fucking vampire. And so buddy kills his friend. Lead and girl decide to board up the place. Two more bullies show up. One of them gets killed. The other gets pulled into the house. So now it's one of the bullies, the lead guy and his girlfriend. They wander around the house. The one guy gets bitten, so they're both vampires. The lead finally gets the shotgun, shoots one in the face. They get to the attic. And then the two leads, the two who are left, they end up cutting the fucking vampire Frank Whaley's head off. Almost anticlimactic. Nothing big, nothing huge, nothing of a spectacle. Then after cutting his head off, then they decide to burn the shed. Then they're in the car. It's daytime. Did you check the trunk? I thought you checked the trunk. There's a shot of the trunk. It opens up a little bit as if something's hiding in there. Then you hear the car wheels going, phew. So I'm like, wait a minute. Even though they said, did you check the trunk? Did you check the trunk? Then no one decided to check the trunk? And then what? It's supposed to be a sequel bait ending? Or what? And who the fuck would that be? We saw all the vampires get killed. Who the fuck else would that be? His buddy got burned to shit. The others got killed. What, this supposed to be? Was it the sheriff? I don't fucking know, man. So stupid ending that makes no sense. That last shot makes no sense. You burn the shed when you could have fucking done that at the beginning. The rest of the shed, the vampire could have escaped any time, honestly. The movie seems like it wants to go nowhere. The idea of, oh, what happens if you found a vampire in your shed? In your backyard? That's what I mean. Maybe if this was little kids, you could forgive their stupidity a little bit because they're kids. They're inexperienced in life. I think of the movie The Gate. Like if it was a movie with that type of energy and imagination, you know, that film in the 80s with Stephen Dorff. Maybe if that was kind of like this, maybe it could work. But I don't know, maybe people would think it'd be too much like The Lost Boys or something. I don't know. Again, the direction isn't bad. The acting is average. The concept could be interesting, but nothing's really done with the concept. It's a lot of stupid people making really stupid decisions. Stuff that just doesn't make sense. almost anticlimactic finale and annoyances like the 85 fucking dream sequences in this. Why were there so many dream scenes? I have no fucking clue. Again, there's more dream scenes in this than a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. So yeah. Decent direction, camera work, cinematography on a lame fucking movie. So there you go. So I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.